Just as you're. Oh, yes.
Realizing I misspelled that thing. There we go.
Also, you better clip this.
Hmm?
You better clip this.
I will when it's done. I will when it's done. Bruh. Oh, have you seen Gundam Metaverse yet? Hmm?
Check general.
Say it again?
Yes, I have.
Bruh, that opening though.
back. What did I miss?
Nothing yet. Quick question though, Megamon. Do you hear a knock at the door?
I believe I did, yes.
Oh, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? A neighborly day in this beauty wood. A neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I've always, I've always wanted to have a neighbor. Wait, I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Howdy, neighbors. Hope you're having a wonderful
Honestly, that
day.
was really good.
Botched a couple of lines, but hey, it's all good.
Hey, that's only human. Besides, you did
Mr.
this with, like, no prep time or practice.
Mr. Rogers would be
Yeah.
proud.
It was still fun to watch anyway.
Howdy, neighbors. Today we are continuing on with the Cavern of Spooks with My Friendly Neighborhood. And I decided to give tribute to one of the best people to walk this earth, Mr. Fred Rogers.
The world needs more people like him.
Yep. So, let me just undo everything I did to set this up. Yeah, Taro, I really hope you clip that.
Clipping it now.
Yay, thank you. Alright. So like I said, today we're playing My Friendly Neighborhood. Also, for anyone wondering, I was in the other room waiting for Mekumon to come back, and I was cooking in that shirt I was wearing.
I couldn't catch all of it. I'll clip out the stream ends.
Alright. So, what was I gonna do? Right. My Friendly Neighborhood.
I'm for the murder Muppets.
Oh, that's certainly a word for it. And let me just bring up my phone to put on Twitch. I hope people enjoyed that song. I did it with like no prep time.
You get this.
Thank you. I tried really hard.
We can tell. And honestly, it paid off for the most part.
Alright.
Like, honestly, if you'd had a little bit more time to practice and iron out the tripping over yourself bits there, like I did with when I swing by, you would have honestly nailed it.
Either way, I feel like Mr. Roger would be proud.
He would.
Alright, so we're going to start a new game. Also,
Fred Rogers would have been very proud.
I'm going to preemptively put this on list of games for after October because I like this game. I want to play more of it, and I know we're not going to finish it today.
We could legit make this a recurring thing where one of us will sing the intro every time we start up. Hell, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I do have to wonder if Mr. Rogers would be okay with us doing this song in regards to a horror game.
um, mm,
Seems
mean-
more like a supportive individual from what I understand of him. I don't think he'd mind.
I mean, it's not like you're killing the puppets, because they can't die. And also, the puppets are just hugging you really, really tightly.
play with us, bear.
Oh, don't you start.
I've already made this joke multiple times over multiple different games. I think we get it.
Felt like I was lost, walking through this
Just like,
dark,
just like how horror movies go, the joke has been killed.
stretched on for an eternity.
I want a horror movie.
Until the next movie.
I want a horror movie parody where,
He swerved out
like,
of his
all the
way,
teens
right
just
into
tell,
this
like,
van that
bad
started to
jokes,
pile up, killing 7.
and the killer is just like
Sad to see another
the
pair
joke
of
killer.
Alright, that's it. I'm done.
heading toward the city tomorrow night.
He just kills the teens making the bad jokes.
What that movie be called though?
Had
Because
this
killing
insane
jokes has already been
sense
taken.
of emptiness and terror, and I just
I don't care who she sees. More
This
than
is
even
bad
Mary,
comedy.
She can see what she wants.
So Ashley, what did you do to end up solving the problem?
I ignored it, tried to forget. I watched television.
And that helped?
It dulls the pain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of ironic that I have 123,000 points right now.
Alright, how's the
So-
audio sound?
One thing I was gonna suggest about how the excuse me, hold on.
Bless you.
Alright, I already played this on friendly, so we're going normal.
Okay. Last job of the day. What's
Yeah,
this?
that's right. I'm going normal for once. Sprocket Palm Property Management. Work order request. Client City Network Broadcasting Group. Property 123 Sunshine Street. Date July 8th, 1993. Groom and assigned Gordon J. O'Brien. Description of problem. Vacant studio lot regained power last night and began televising overtop normal programming. Client has requested the broadcast array on top of the Central Hotel be disabled to prevent further incidences. Supervisor signature J. Note, Crewman O'Brien is on probation for sullen and impolite behavior towards clients. Failure to satisfactorily complete this work order will result in termination.
In other words, smile or else.
Oh, I'm not eating that. That's been there for days. Got that before. Last time I stick my neck out for
I
someone.
best see them early white, so you'll be seeing crimson red all over the floor.
Disabled antenna. Last job of the day is always the worst.
Alright, how's the audio for you guys?
Sounds alright.
I basically got my TV muted to not bug everybody else in the house right now, so I couldn't tell you.
Ah. Well, I raised the volume up just a bit. This is certainly a place.
So, to get this out of my system so I can fully focus here, the thing I was discussing with you and Taro before the stream began, I did have one idea that came to mind. Lockdown is going to have a seriously bad time when it eventually comes out that he's the one who killed Master Yoketron.
I heard that. I was trying not to
Yeah,
say
we heard
anything for the
that.
bit.
Because 3 of the 4 known Cyber Ninja students he trained are now on this planet.
All right.
Oh god, Ivan News has been here.
Left a lot of stuff standing, which is even weirder.
He got creeped out by the friendliness of the puppets.
No, that's why the puppets move. They've been oozed.
Raise the curtain. Bring up the lights. The neighborhood is coming to town.
Hello. I'm here to disconnect the antenna.
Television's heartbeat has returned. A spirit of cheer brightens every child's eye. The cry goes round.
Honestly, I'm tempted to have Felix reference Ivan Ooze being a thing that happened in his timeline,
Okay. I'm here to disconnect.
but instead of getting destroyed, Ivan Ooze escaped.
Your television will never be the same.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. Did you say disconnect the antenna?
And the Rangers never saw him again.
Fine. No. You mustn't do that. That would be a catastrophe.
Honestly, God, so if you hear the story about Ivan News, why in the hell are so many of your bad guys purple?
Doesn't need any disconnecting. Tell you what, you ain't here.
So I love Ricky. That the part where he's going on and on about the neighborhood, and then he just goes, "Wait, did you say disconnect the antenna?"
That wasn't pleasant. I'm gonna take a sec.
Okay then.
So if I remember correctly, Ricky is actually voiced by a YouTuber called Arlo.
Oh yeah, he did a bunch of Muppet-style puppetry for the stuff he was talking about.
Yep. I think that might be why he was chosen for this.
More than likely, yeah.
What the?
Hey, who's that?
Okay,
I forgot.
I was gonna say something that I realized that would be a pun. I refrained.
Thank you.
Ah, heck it. Get your raggedy butt back here.
Alright, you know what? Not the worst pun you've ever said. That one was tolerable.
These guys have never felt more alive.
Oh!
Okay, no.
So, for those wondering,
Don't worry, that's the only one I had.
this is basically Resident Evil with puppets.
But we're gonna knock the stuffing out of you.
First broadcast, the City Tribune, Saturday, November 9th, 1969. Television's Friendly New Neighbor, review of My Friendly Neighborhood by Richard Lightsbury. This week saw the premiere of a new series on the City Network aimed at preschool-age children, My Friendly Neighborhood. The show centers
Herbert really let the place go when he retired.
centers on the titular friendly neighborhood and its resident puppets, who, with the help of adults like Stevie, Richie Bromine, teach viewers about a variety of subjects, including numbers, letters, and how to be a friendly neighbor. The show's catch-all term for age-old lessons about caring and sharing. While adult viewers may find their messages trite, children's hearts are captured by the neighbors. Each felt furball becomes a beloved friend, whose words are hung onto with a trust and devotion rarely seen in older audiences. Previously aired as Ricky and Friends on independent public access television, the series and creator, Al Gerswald, were recently signed to the City Network Broadcasting Group, and production moved to the historic City Network Hotel studio on the west side. Their move into the big leagues of broadcasting is accompanied by "The rest is illegible." Got my map. Got my attaché case, even though it's just a briefcase, I think. Locked from the other side. Could have sworn. Hold on. It says there's an item here. Or wait, no, that's the hotel. I don't have a map for this place. Whoopsie!
Hey, y'all, I'm Norman.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Just kinda chill up to be a friendly face in the background. Sometimes I get some lines to recite too. Let me show you.
So how long till someone makes a movie about this game?
They already did.
I don't even want to think about it.
They already did. It's called Sesame Street.
God.
Just like technically we already had a FNAF movie in that other her animatronic killer thing, Willy's Wonderland or something like that.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
The Puppet's Big Heist.
I love the fact that Cage never said a word in that movie.
Apparently that was his own choice.
Oh?
Yes. Let's see. The Mystic Maze, that's probably a reference to Labyrinth. A Puppet Winter Song. Muppets Christmas Carol. The Puppets Storm Chicago.
Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah. And these are just like generic. The Scribe, Tuesdays on MFN. And The Puppet's Big Heist.
Back to the Ivan's bit. Still here. Why the hell are so many of your enemies purple?
Hey, what's going on
Well,
here?
not all of them.
Friends are attacking me.
Oh, are they?
Oh.
How embarrassing.
Oh, really a color of evil over there?
What?
Not really. There's plenty of purple rangers out there too.
Your nom de plume.
Oh, wait, really?
It's Gordon.
Gordon?
Yeah,
What a beautiful
and
name.
more of them are
I could
popping up
say
all the
it
time.
day.
It's kind of neat seeing so many new ranger colors, just happen.
Does it work?
Oh my, that's where I left
Yeah,
that.
that makes me feel a little bit better.
Fine. If you're gonna go gallivanting all over the place, then at least watch out for Pearl.
Pearl?
You know,
And besides,
the enormous bird.
it's not like every evil thing in my universe is purple. We've got plenty of red stuff, blue stuff, gold, silver, plaid. We got everything.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, we got our first gun. Oh shit.
What the hell?
I forgot I had this on.
What was that?
Something that's not supposed to be there. Don't worry about it.
You shoot paper at them and it turns into crayon.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that.
That's an endgame unlock.
Yep.
Hey, you all. I'm Norman. I'm a guy. I just kind of chill the life.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, jeez. Hey, stay back.
Alright.
I'm still looking forward to seeing how someone can end up twisting Veggie Tales into something like this.
I turned it
I never even
off!
watched that show.
I turned it off!
Apparently not.
Technical difficulties, folks. I turned it off! Maybe if I start a new game.
Alright, restart.
Don't worry, we will be able to skip all this.
So it turns out the entire game we saw thus far was a hallucination, or maybe a premonition.
It was an alternate timeline. It was a branch.
Okay. Last job of the day. What's this one?
Zuzu, get work your magic.
Disabled antenna. Last job of the day is always the worst.
So, about the Gunpla Battle Grand Prix that I was suggesting, I don't know if you want to take the spot of our third teammate, Taro, but if you do, I have some suggestions.
Before that, we have Norman, Junebug, Leonard, Liliana, and George.
Hey.
Those are the human-sized puppets.
Also, for a joke about Leonard, knock knock knock, knock knock knock, knock knock knock.
Penny. Knock knock knock. Penny. Knock knock knock. Penny.
Anyway,
I don't get it,
proceed.
but I'll move on.
It's a thing from the Big Bang Theory. Every time Sheldon Cooper would knock on a door, he'd knock three times, say the person's name, knock 3 times again, say the person's name,
Hey, who's that?
and so on.
I'm pretty sure his character was autistic to a degree.
Oh, very much so. Anyway, Megamon, proceed.
So, the idea was that the main cast would have started off with Grunt mobile suits. Since Grunt mobile suits tend to not get much love, especially if they're not a Monoai. Basically, if they're not a Zaku clone, they don't get any respect whatsoever.
Yep.
I'm a
Oh,
really
dang.
normal guy. Like we're all friendly.
So I figured,
Friendly.
for you, with the experience you have, I thought maybe we could stick to Gundam Wing for her if you decided to join us. which would mean for your starting thing, you have some options. The most famous grunt suit in Gundam Wing, and one that desperately needs a W under its belt, is the Leo.
See this?
On paper and in the lore, these things are supposed to be very solid grunt mobile suits. Decent performance, good range of equipment. And later on, that range of equipment gets expanded so they can be used in space as well as on the ground. Like, these guys, they're better than the show makes them look. And they desperately need someone to show that off.
Alright, alright.
So, what do you think of them?
Look cool. It looks
The other thing that could be available is called a Serpent, but I'll need time to actually get an image of that.
fair enough. They look like the oh god, what was her name? Hold on.
Right, so I don't know how to fix this. So we're just going with crayons. Ordinarily, the bullets would be letters. But unfortunately, because I don't understand what I'm doing,
They kind of look like the Monata mod from Cross Wars, honestly.
It's the square visor, isn't it?
Yep. Plus the green color scheme.
Yeah, I guess.
This is a script for episode 16. Neighborhood is having an outdoor bazaar. Everyone is lining up at Leonard's antique display to try on a beautiful pair of earrings. Pearl enters, sees the earrings, and cuts into the line, pushing Liliana out of the way, causing a commotion. Stevie, standing up from a bench. Pearl, that wasn't nice. Pearl sheepishly glances around at the others, who are all glowering at her, and hunches in shame. Stevie, you can't just push people out of the way to get what you want, Pearl. It's more friendly to think about other people first, don't you see? Pearl shakes her head timidly. Well, maybe this will make it clear. Song, put another before yourself. That reminds me, we forgot to get the note that was in the other dressing room.
Okay, so on the note of the other grunt mobile suit you could take, depending on if it suits your taste, the Serpent. I'm not sure how many of these will send properly, but I'm gonna try.
Damn it, I'm stuck. Can't go back to the... Alright, whatever.
3.
All 4 of them.
Yo.
No,
There we go.
wait. 4 out of 5 ended up screwing over, but at least the last one made it.
Railhead. Minigun.
Twin miniguns, as in 2 miniguns in one, And 2 of them, 1 per arm, missiles, a bazooka, a beam cannon, and that's basically all the equipment they had time to show off in the movie/OVA, depending on the cut you're watching, Endless Waltz. These are more advanced than the Leos. These came in later in the timeline.
Alright, so these, like I said before, Resident Evil, but with puppets, because we have a save room here.
Though, there is sort of a kind of straight lineage upgrade, whatever, or if you choose to use it. If you went with the, with the Leo.
Oh?
Allow me to introduce you to the Tall Geese.
I think, excuse me?
Honk!
Yeah, I know, its name is
I think, what
ridiculous.
the fuck?
Yes, I know, the name is ridiculous.
So that's the tall geese?
Yeah. Those are boosters on its back that, like, this machine gives no shits about its pilot. Like, the amount of G's it can put on you if you're not careful can legit kill a person.
And in fact has.
More than once.
This is in the build universe though, right?
This is in the base Gundam Wing universe, but these have model kits you can use for the build universe.
So you would not be putting yourself in danger.
Okay.
This thing is effectively considered the grandfather of all Gundams in the Gundam Wing timeline. This is the machine off of which the Wing Zero was based, and later on, from the Wing Zero, the 5 main Gundams of Gundam Wing. And the funny thing about the Tall Geese is that all of its armaments are available to the Leo standard. The Dober gun you see it firing, the shield, basically everything that the Tall Geese has available to it, a Leo can use. So it's basically just an upgraded
Everything!
So going from a Leo to a Tall Geese is effectively a straight performance upgrade.
Nice.
And since everybody gets to have 3 to 4 stages, depending on how far in you want to switch things up, you want to know what you could use after the Tall Geese if you wanted to?
Wait.
Since everybody's final stage is a Gundam, that's where your that's where your Shenlong Gundam could come into play. As your final stage machine.
Triangles and squares and circles and patch them all together. Then the fun part starts.
Now, I need to look at a text message I just got. I'll be right back. It might actually be on the ShopRite job thing, so... Yes, it is. I'll be right with you.
Alright, man.
Right.
Wish me luck.
I
Have
hope,
a nose, eh?
I really hope he gets that job.
Yeah.
He needs a win, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. I searched up Commodore Geats and Gundam. I see a couple of fan-made buckles. A Gundam buckle and a Gintoki buckle from Gintama.
Hank's Inventor Diary. 4/16/69. Nice. I finally got it working. It's a real beaut. I think I'll call it the stenographer. because it shoots letters out of an index. Shouldn't be dangerous at all, but it'll really give someone a clonk if they get hit in the head. Should be useful for security, special effects, fun, etc. Hank. Unfortunately, I've glitched the game, so instead of letters, it shoots crayons. Let me just check something real quick. Alright. Alright, so this room gave me anxiety.
Oh,
Excuse me.
that's. The thing I was gonna say before, make one had to go take that poll was, well, since it's since it's supposed to be something similar to the actual DGB, why not why not Gundam that looks like Nupia's rider form?
I don't think you can eat that.
Hmm?
Talking about this big bird.
Uh,
They want me to set up an interview.
Woo!
Yo!
At the moment, I am working with him to set up a proper interview time, which will be sometime tomorrow, if I'm
Oh.
lucky.
Okay.
I'll just need to wait on them to reply to my reply. So I am super nervous, but also super excited.
I'm starting to think these streams are good luck, because when I was waiting to hear back from a place I interviewed at, while I was streaming, they sent me a text and said that I got the job.
We got a day shift thing, and then if we could both hopefully get hired for a day shift.
I don't like this door. You only come in from one side. Alright. Unlike zombies. Well, actually, no. Like zombies in Resident Evil 1 Remake, you gotta burn. Well, there you had to burn the bodies. Here you just tape them up, and they can't do anything. Pizza time. Ricky, it's pizza time! Pizza time theme plays and the hand on the pizza time clock turns. Stevie enters. Stevie, what are you doing, Ricky? Ricky. Oh, we were just about to see what's in the pizza box. What are today's toppings, Goblet? Gobletta? Goblet points the clock. Goblet, rumbling. Trophy! Ricky. Anchovies! Boy, I love anchovies. Let's go! Okay. Aha.
That's quite a bird.
Oh! It changed back the letters.
Finally.
Okay, seeing you shoot crayons and letters at things will never not be funny.
Yeah, it changed back the letters, thank God.
I guess you just had to waste the clip.
Yep. Speaking of which, I only have like one bullet left.
So, yeah. For everybody in the stream, wish me luck.
Good luck!
Make good Montana.
Especially since, depending on the hours I get, I might end up not being here as consistently as I used to be.
That's okay, man.
Well,
There will inevitably be a day where I can't be in the stream because I have to work.
That's, again, that is fine. Because, like, I know, like, you really want to get a job to help out. So, like, I completely understand.
At this point, Haynes, like, my mother, my father, and myself, we're all applying to, like, the same handful of stores in the area, hoping for the best. With the idea that if at least one of us makes it in, that's a victory. It just so happens I was the first one to get a response.
Come on, Pearl, move. Oh, okay. Not quite what I meant, but you know what? It works. Triangle door, I don't have a key for that.
still, congratulations. Fun.
Thanks. Honestly, seeing that text message made my day.
Nice.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on my Facebook feed about, like, recently it's been giving me all these messages about, like, you're doing the right thing, keep going, have faith, good luck is coming to you, and I'm like, is it weird that it's only starting to do this now that I've started actively, like, applying for places in the area? It's like it knows.
It knows.
Either that or there is a tiny Mekumon living in my phone this entire time trying to keep me on track.
I wish that was the case. I wish Tiny Terriermon was just living in my phone.
If I had a tiny Bearmon in my phone, you know I'd be in a lot. I would get into more trouble than I do now. And we're back to crayons.
Oh my god.
It might just be different ammo types now.
Yeah, because we went back to letters. Ah!
Big Bird!
Very big bird! Ooh. Hi, Pearl.
So, before I ended up getting that text message, I was just saying, like, yeah, if you wanted, your third stage mobile suit could very well have been the, that Shenlong.
Uh, what if it was? Here's here's a thought I had. Well, like here's a thought I was trying to get out before you had the meal.
I mean, ultimately, whatever you use is up to you, but
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What I was gonna say was, since it's supposed to be the DGP, why not take a page out of other Gundam and Kamen Rider fans' book and have the final one be based off of Kamen Rider Nupia. Like, it looks like Castle's rider form or something.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. I'm just offering you who the kits to use as the base, but ultimately how you customize them is, again, up to you.
Fair enough, fair enough.
For instance, Bear's final machine is basically a Gundam Easy 8 with, like, modified melee weapons and armor to look like a giant bear.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I just realized I can hold 26. I can hold like 26 bullets, and it starts with A. I got the whole alphabet here.
A, B, C, D, U, R, die.
You are die.
I try to make it work.
I still got a chuckle out of me, so.
So, like, yeah, if you wanted to make a custom Shenlong or something based on Kamen Rider Nupia, you could definitely do that. What's even better is that Neo's, that first mobile suit I showed you, they come in purple. Purple was usually seen associated with space types, but as we've established, their gear is basically universal. So you could have a purple ground type one and say that's saved for like Night Ops or something.
The friendly neighborhood.
Seeing the puppets just get ragdolled like that, that is funny.
Reminds me of what happens in a Gmod whenever a player character, or any character for that matter, dies.
Or when Badger
The
makes
friendly
a
neighborhood.
new video.
Fair, mate.
What'd you say, Bear?
I said, or when Russian Badger makes a new video.
So, yeah, the idea was that the team we've been following, the late registrations here, I don't know what our team name will be yet, so that's what I'm referring to them as, because they showed up late, just barely made it before the deadline.
I'm here to educate the children. They will forever.
So naturally, they're already not exactly favored to win.
Hey,
Yeah, these losers who just barely made it in before the time limit ran out. They're all using Grunt mobile suits. But there's all these spectacular, awesome-looking Gundams and Zaku's and the like out here. Why should we care about these clowns? And then they start winning.
Alright, I gave Pearl her glasses back.
That's a good call.
Which conveniently also came with her eyes.
It's been a long time since you saw yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Happens to all of us.
Let's hope this one actually is friendly.
Sometimes when we look in the mirror. Oh, sorry.
Well, now that I gave Pearl her glasses, she is no longer an active threat.
I receive my glasses. You receive no harm from me.
Pretty much.
I like how he's actually just kind of compelled to pet the dang thing. Like, for once, something that's not hostile. Not inherently, at least.
Yep. Alright.
I can see, like, just to continue the Nubia reference there, like, Taro's character could insist on the team being called the Underdogs. Because we would need a team name. And as far as this team's dynamic goes, Bear's character would be the veteran player, and everybody else would be varying levels of new.
You could say they'd be new types.
Oh, shut up.
I like to think that, for lack of an alternative name at the moment, Kazuto here had at least been a part of the previous Gunpla Grand Prix, since it alternates between single player and team player matches depending on the year. So he gave it a try and didn't make it as far as he wanted to, so he's trying again.
Nah, I just imagine he only goes for the single player years, and then someone says, "Why not go?"
You know,
for
you
it?
might have a better chance. You know, you might have a better chance of winning if you went with a team.
Maybe, but I don't really like playing with teams.
I don't like
Except for now.
interacting with people. No, wait, let me rephrase that.
Well-
I don't like people.
Well, did you hear what the grand prize for this year is going to be?
Eh? Why?
I hear it's multiple choice this time. Between a cash prize, getting your Gunpla inserted into an active Gundam game, a cameo in whatever anime they're making at the time, or getting a limited run model kits production of your custom. Like, that's just a few of the options, man. It's multiple choice. They're letting
Plus,
you
yeah.
ask. They're letting you ask for whatever you want to do within reason.
Plus, those eyes proceed to have dollar signs in them.
Maybe this unlocks a different part of the studio.
Just make sure you got a team that you work well with if you want to make it far, because there's gonna be some painful competition there. And thus, so he goes to grab Bear's character, whom I guess to continue the Kamen Rider shtick, he's going by the player name slash kind of stage name because this tournament is also a show we put on for the audience. He's going by the stage name Grizz.
Supposed to be an item in here somewhere.
So that he's like the first person this version of Kazuto would seek out, because he knows, like, this dude knows his Gundam, and he's been doing reasonably well in the local tournaments we've taken part in. So you know he can hold his own. And then the anvil drops that you need one more player, and the deadline is almost upon you. Because the team minimum requires 3 people, with a maximum of 5. So you're like, wait, we have less than a week to find one guy. Or place even more pressing arbitrary deadline here. You need to find somebody who... What?
Craigslist, don't fail me now.
So, while Kazuto's freaking out, Grizz ends up making a suggestion. I might know a guy. Whatever, just make sure he can hold his own. Yeah, I think he can handle it. And in walks... well, my character. Whom, for sake of continuing the theme, we'll call Felix. Whose shtick is... he's trying to get... like, he's got, like, this cat person personality going on here. Got a pair of ears, got a fake tail. Got, like, an extra fluff. He's trying to look like a human Mekumon.
The second, they meet. Oh god, we're gonna lose.
Cue Grizz bonking Kazuto on the head. Alright, welcome to level 2.
Well, no getting back up that way.
They just barely make it to side in. And it seems like one of the other teams, one of her players, already seems to know this cat guy.
You seem to be stranded in the basement.
How do I get out?
As
Oh, haven't a clue. Never
this
mind.
player, who goes by the handle the Crimson Angel,
Trying to get to the roof.
seems to already know Felix.
Interesting about the roof.
And very much has this condescending, oh, you're bothering kind of attitude.
What is it this time?
Well, Ray, of course. He's the best sort of monster janitor.
It's only now that Kazuto realizes
With,
they haven't even seen the gunpla Felix is taking in with them yet.
bobber people with his wrench.
Oh boy.
Crazy.
Well, Ray has always been a little.
And as their team agrees to a one-on-one sparring match, low stakes, like, we've got enough points that either of us could win or lose and not be affected.
About the elevators. Really, Gordon, I wouldn't bother. The cables are probably rusted. I don't
Because
think they-
that is a thing, a rule here.
Take my chance.
In order to prevent larger teams from jumping smaller teams and knocking them out early, if one team outnumbers the other and cannot agree on, like, say, oh, we'll leave 2 of our guys out so your full team can fight 3 of ours. The team battle must then be conducted on an either 1v1 or 2v2 basis. Decided by the flip of a coin.
Damn, that one crayon ricocheted and hit him right in the face.
So, it ends up being a one-on-one. And to Kazuto's horror, Felix waltzes in with a strike dagger.
Remind me what those look like again?
Sure, just a moment.
Looks like it needs power.
Files. Yeah. Gallery. No, not gallery. Photos.
This will be important later.
Okay, it should be about this time I got the strike dagger.
My favorite meal of the day. I always eat the food that most represents how I'm feeling at lunch. What sort of things do I eat? Well, I'm glad
Let's
you
eat.
asked. When I'm feeling happy, I eat watermelon. When I'm sad, I eat leftovers. When I'm confused, I eat the roadkill outside. When I'm angry, I feast upon the tears of my enemies.
Okay. 10 was the maximum I could set at a given time. So I found the images I needed. I'm just sending them now.
Who's there?
Whoa!
Jeez, that gave me a scare. What was that?
I think we found Ray.
Looks like part of it's missing.
Okay, we need to find something to plug into this so that we can plug it into the punch card machine.
Okay, images are sending now.
Alright.
I say to his horror because not only is this a weak mobile suit in terms of what he could have brought, a single Vulcan gun on the left side of its head, a single beam saber, the shield has no built-in weaponry, and the beam rifle has, well, at least it has the grenade launcher on the underside, and it is a beam rifle. But the issue is, this thing is battery powered, so when in gunpla battle, this thing operates with a time limit.
Oh.
And to make it all the worse, it's P. Bandai.
I
Meaning
actually should
maintaining
do
this,
that.
meaning that maintaining this son of a gun is gonna be that much harder. Which is a good thing that this battle was low stakes with the model damage set to off.
I actually shiver from that one.
Now, there is a selection of P. Bandai exclusive kits that can be bought here at the here at Plamo Park.
To be a friendly
or Plamo City. I forgot what I called the
Park.
city-sized amusement park that this all takes place in.
I could have sworn it was. You know what? Now even I can't remember.
Oh,
It's okay. I can check.
The City Tribune, Friday, February 4th, 1972. War is over! After 20 years of fighting, the city government has finally declared a complete withdrawal of troops from the northern continent. Called the War of Horrors, the conflict was mainly involved guerrilla confrontations in the rainforest, resulting in almost 100,000 casualties. Unlike previous homecomings, veterans returning to the city's main docks were booed and hissed, reflecting the negative attitude of many adults towards those who volunteered to go serve in the war, hoping to protect their home. But in the eyes of the public, helping to perpetuate those horrors. The Northern War has been called the first war fought in the living room, due to televised newsreels that kept civilians at home up to date with events overseas. That's
Sorry about the interruption.
That's fine. They're talking about Vietnam, like their version of Vietnam.
But yeah, the place is called Plamo City. I described it as like the size of your standard Disney park.
well, dang.
Alternatively, probably just that slightest bit smaller than Nuka World. If you've ever played that in Fallout 4.
I've never played any of the Fallout games, so I wouldn't know.
How dare you? I'm joking.
Either way, with the Disney comparison, you get at my point. It's a big city-sized amusement park. Well, big in terms of amusement park size, small in terms of city size. Unless Disney stuff is like a big city. I've never been to one.
I'm just gonna close this. Pretend I never
Wait,
saw
don't
that.
close the door. No!
I found the piece I need. Nice. Ah! Fuck you, Norman!
So, yeah, here's how I described it at the time when I sent it to Bear. The venue, Plamo City, effectively a Gunpla Battle amusement park the size of your typical Disney World or similar park. During the events of the Gunpla Battle Grand Prix, this location offers food, lodging, and repair services to the Gunpla pilots. The fees are taken care of by the respective sponsors wherever applicable. There are Gundam-themed rides and attractions present for day-to-day operations, but these rides are off-limits to the battlers to protect their Gunpla, as you're expected to have it carried on your person in like this little pouch at all times. Including separate, smaller pouches on your belt for like optional weapons you'd want to take in. There's some folks who wander around with their Gunpla in a briefcase, complete with all of the optional weapons.
The
And
novelist.
some spare parts. In other words, some people go full-on Seto Kaiba in this respect.
Oh, good gosh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Didn't Build Fighters have a Gunpla Mafia?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
In fact, it was the main antagonist for the spin-off, Jim's Counterattack.
Huh.
The GM in the title isn't referring exclusively to the mobile suit type, the Jim. It's the initials for Gunpla Mafia.
Oh, fuck.
Hence the Jim. The Gunpla Mafia Jim.
Oh my god.
Hank's Inventor Diary, April 16th, 1974. I was hanging around the office last night to keep the pipes from freezing, so I had time to work out the kinks on my latest project. The output is pretty flashy, but uses up a lot of letters, so I'll need to conserve ammo. Hank. That's what the Novelist is. It's a shotgun.
It's like the weird love child of a shotgun and a freaking typewriter.
Yeah.
I have a strange feeling I just said something quote-worthy.
You did, but I'm not overquoting right now.
Build Strike, I told you not to fall off the shelf like that. That is not what you do. I told you, you can't fly!
Bruh, I wish they had actual like taking build fighter tournaments.
Oh, give it time. Gunpla Battle is becoming an increasingly real thing.
Especially since Metaverse came out, it would be an easy way to do it.
Oh my
It
god,
takes a
that's a
while.
lot of... My god, that's a lot of crayons.
Like, it takes a while to scan the Gunpla, and there are limitations for, like, the size and the weapons. But yeah, Gunpla Battle is becoming an increasingly real thing.
Slowly but surely.
Bro, what if we get both Kamen Rider stuff and Gunpla battles in real life?
Commoner, what?
Then some of us will die very, very happy.
What if we got actual working Kamen Rider gear and... Well, technically we kind of already do, thanks to G3.
I mean, technically...
I mean, because, like, G3 was just a guy in a suit that was built onto him. Like, attached onto the main body.
Oh my god!
25! What the hell?
Back, you monster!
What the fuck happened?
He just... He is one, for he is legion!
I think I saw some of them in the ceiling. I
One of
think I
them-
saw a leg or two in the ceiling.
That wouldn't surprise me. Holy shit. And no, I don't have to tape those up, because if I ever go back in there, they're all gone.
Yeah, anyways, what I was gonna say before I trailed off into the whole Plamo City thing. Thankfully, they do carry a decent number of stuff that would otherwise be premium Bandai. They're effectively the local source you order from.
Alright. So, we need to create punch cards that'll match up with the numbers on here. Except for this one, we have to match the one that's circled on the clock.
I could definitely see another case of bog happening, where our I am determined to win for that prize money. I am determined to win for that prize money, ends up seeing this and only sees an obstacle. This guy's insane. He is using possibly the worst gunpla he could in this tournament. We need to get him something new as soon as possible. Because what Fighting moron would use a P Bandai kit in this kind of tournament?
That's 1. This one's 10, so... It'd be... 2 squares and a circle.
Like, the mere fact that Taro, you admitted that when I mentioned the P Bandai thing, you actually got a shiver. It tells me, yeah, this would be a perfectly in character reaction. This mother Pfizer is insane.
Wait. Wait, I just realized what you were saying, mate. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep to how you speak.
It's spreading.
It's more like I'm just trying to be respectful.
Nah, it's fine. You can curse if you want to. I just don't. I don't do it because it feels weird for me too.
You can curse if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. And if they don't
Because your
dance,
friends
well,
don't
if they
curse,
don't
and if
dance...
they don't curse, then they're no friends of mine.
Exactly.
Hey,
You love
But
us.
no, hey, the way you speak, like, this is a character basically based on you, so I want it to match as closely as I can.
oh, okay.
It's basically me just trying to be respectful of your personality and quirks.
Wonder how deep this goes.
Fair enough.
Remember the dude Sammy was talking about, who is off in Hawaii now, who I mentioned is in my Digimon story?
Mm-hmm.
He told me that, like, I have a freaking talent for capturing people's personalities because at the time I added him to the story, I had only met him in person once and interacted with him primarily over Facebook Messenger. And he says that I somehow managed to capture his personality perfectly.
Huh.
See, this is what I am getting at. When I want to write a person, I want to be as accurate as I can be. I guess you could call it just an extension of the empathy I feel towards people around me, even if I don't necessarily like people. I don't want to be a jerk.
That's fair. One quick thing though. I'm sorry, I have to. Crazy. I was crazy once. Rats made me crazy.
So, you can find a cheat tape on here. But since I already have it unlocked, or since I already got it, it's not there. But enjoy the Cavern of Mice!
Crazy.
Welcome to the
Oh,
Cavern
yes,
of Nice People.
Crazy. Oh yes, I did go mad for a couple thousand years. But I grew bored of it eventually and became sane. Very, very sane.
I love that line so damn much.
See, now I'm terrified because I feel like any one of these Muppets would at one point explode like they were one of those things from Halo.
I can tell you. I can tell you right now. Norman is the only one that explodes into more of himself, and it only happens the one time.
You're talking you're talking flood carrier forms, yeah?
Hmm?
The Halo enemies that explode.
Yeah.
That's flood carrier forms.
God, I hate those things.
Me too. But there is an exploit in Halo 3 that I eventually found out about, where if you have one of those like napalm grenades, the fire grenades you get off of the cloaked brutes, if you hit a carrier form with that, they actually don't spread freaking infection forms when they explode.
Yeah, because they're
If you
too
set
busy
them on
burning to
fire-
death.
If you set them on fire, it burns up even the infection forms on the inside.
Really now?
Yeah. Dead or alive, everything hates fire, especially the flood.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me, punk.
I did actually make a reference to that line in an SD Gundam story, but that's off topic. So yeah, I could just see the initial conflict between the three of them being like, this mother Pfizer's insane. He's using a P-Bandai kit in this kind of tournament, and I don't know what kind of experience he has. He's going to get us disqualified, or worse, we'll just flat out lose. And Grizz is just telling him, calm down and let him cook. I've seen what he can do.
Let him cook.
Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
And it turns out, Felix here is actually pretty decent with gym types. The dagger, despite its crippling weakness being a limited battery, and the fact that other Grunt mobile suits in the same show technically outperformed it, its whole shtick was swarm tactics, Felix kept up quite well. He still lost the battle, but he left some damn good hits.
Letter to the
Okay.
editor. Sorry?
Proceed. I'll wait.
As the mother of a 4-year-old who is devoted to My Friendly Neighborhood, I am frightened by the tone of the morals on that show. Just yesterday, one of the characters said, by the way, this is in 1975, said, you should always think of others before yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. But what if someone takes advantage of you for doing that? What if doing what's uncomfortable ends up exposing you to hurt and danger? Is it really a good idea to teach children to be so reckless with their own well-being? I want my daughter to live the fullest life she can, so I don't want some TV producer filling her head with dangerous, self-sabotaging ideas. I think from now on,
Karen.
she'll watch something else. See, this is actually a common theme in this game. Like after the war, people started to become more, what's the word?
Critical?
Self-preserving. Or as Ricky would put it, they stopped being a friendly neighbor.
We were thinking the exact same thing, Makema.
That being.
Okay, Karen.
Yeah, so upon seeing, even though he lost in a no stakes battle, like at the very least he held his own and got into good hits. Okay, I'm watching you. You freak me out. I'm watching you.
Alright, we gotta find the fuses for the breaker box. Luckily, there's one right here. And I'll take that note too, because it'll help a lot.
And so that's effectively the team dynamic. As Kazuto is slowly starting to learn to be a better team player. Grizz is just kind of trying to hold the team together, and the new guy is the new guy, dealing with confidence issues and just trying to keep up. Not entirely helped by the fact that one of his teammates is constantly yelling at him for every little thing.
Fuck, Norman. Fuck off.
And then the day comes when the Strike Dagger simply cannot keep up. It's day 2 of the tournament. At the very least, day 2. And they bumped into the Crimson Angel again. They agreed to do a 3-on-3. And in that battle, everybody gets roughed up. But the Strike Dagger is totaled. And, like, I want to make this clear, like, Crimson Angel over here is well aware that he's perceived as, like, what would the wrestling term be? A heel?
I was gonna say psycho bitch, but that works too.
Like, the idea is that she's aware she's playing an antagonist and is playing into that. Because, like I said, this isn't just a tournament, it's a show. Just like the DGP. And whether you realize it or not, everyone is playing a character.
Some are more true to it than others.
Upon losing the battle, just picture this customized red Zaku approaching the now downed and basically immobile Strike Dagger and stomping down on it repeatedly with intent to break every part it can.
Yikes.
And to add insult to injury, the now severed head is kicked out of the battlefield and lands at our team's feet.
Welcome to...
Die,
Now,
damn you!
We had
Sorry.
yes. Yeah. At that stage, we'd have earned enough points to go, okay, we're not done. Like, we could just replace the model kit. Because, you know, this entire amusement park is basically built around the idea of selling and battling Gunpla. So, like, just find one of the stores here and see what they have in stock, and hope they have something I can use. Turns out, while they do have a Strike Dagger in stock, we saw how it was rapidly becoming obsolete. The things we were fighting were outpacing it already, and that was just the final nail in the coffin. So, for once, agrees with Kazuto here and says, it's time to pick something else. That strike dagger just ain't cutting it no more.
On day 2?
And remember, very, very customized things, and the strike dagger was, while it was formidable, its biggest strength was fighting in groups.
I know, it just seems like day 2 just seems like a little
early.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like, it probably will happen a lot later than that, but like I'm putting this into like, yeah, this happens early enough on that
Early
this will
enough
start
in
to
the
be a
first
thing.
arc.
Yeah, so at the close of the first arc, there goes the strike dagger. Beginning of the second, we get the dagger L.
All right.
Hang on, I've got another text to answer.
Then we started laughing at each other, and everything was okay. That's why you should always let your friends
All right, let's take a look at this. Club goes in first, then diamond, heart, and spade. Club, diamond, heart, spade. You still there, Taro?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
2 days to go. I can't wait. Oh god, Medusa got to these ones.
Huh?
Medusa got to those ones.
Oh yeah.
Now that begs the question: is it the Medusa from Greek mythology, or is it the one from Soul Eater?
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest. I would not mind being a demigod from Percy Jackson.
Oh, my brother would go crazy if he heard you say that.
Oh?
Actually gotten
Interview time is set, people.
Woo!
Yo! When
Which
is
means
it?
I won't be here for tomorrow's stream, depending on how it goes.
That is okay. You
Tomorrow at 1.
You do you, my guy.
Let's
Honestly-
go.
I can feel energy going through my entire body. Like, I am hyped. Incredibly nervous, but also hyped. Woo! Here's hoping the interview itself goes well.
Here's hoping.
So,
practice what you're gonna ask. That's all I can say.
This must be the
or
elevator
what they're
rooms.
going to ask me.
Well, true, but that being said,
But I do
interviewer,
get your point. Like, yeah.
yeah, interviewers will also like questions asked because it shows that you've done research.
I do know one question I'm going to have to ask.
Oh,
Great. It's starting again.
I heard on your website that you guys are an equal opportunity employer. I'm on the spectrum. Should I expect any different treatment?
Yeah, that is something
what?
you'll have
That's a fair
to.
question.
That is something you'll have to bring up.
That looks like an exit.
Like, it is a good question, and it is something I'm gonna need to ask no matter what job I apply to. Another thing is how flexible the hours are. Excuse me. So, yeah. Hoping for the best.
Hope you get it, man.
Yeah.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. The replacement mobile suits. There is much debate over what Felix's second mobile suit will be. There's a lot of suggestions.
Oh god,
Felix
it's the
insists
baby
he
Muppets.
Like, Felix insists he wants to stick with grunt suits for the time being. Which immediately shoots down any hope of cramming him into a Gundam just to compensate for things seeming to hate him. And by things seeming to hate him, I mean specifically a Red Zaku that wants to crush his dreams.
Hey, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, no.
Run out of sour powder or something? Sorry, that's meant to be a joke.
A trolley joke.
Yeah. Like,
Just feel different today.
wrong side of the bed?
I mean, like yesterday, when did I come in a chat with you guys?
Fairly early on in the stream, if memory serves.
Yes.
Was it yesterday, right? It was Tuesday. Yeah, because I believe I was at work. What the fuck is that? But yeah, I'm just trying to get over this mild flu or cold, whatever you want. The change in the seasons got me yesterday to the point where I didn't even go to work.
I feel your pain, dude.
And because of all of that, I got me a parking ticket.
Oh.
Ouch.
Because the thing was, since I was gonna go, had to be to work at 10, I was gonna be moving my car enough time where street cleaning started at 11. No, forget about it.
So, on that tangent about the seasons, like, I've heard people argue summer is the best season, and because it's nice and warm and you get to swim. I've heard people argue, no, winter's the best, because you can only strip down so much before getting arrested if it gets too hot in summer. But in winter, you can just keep piling on the extra clothes. Me, I say, summer melts, winter freezes, winter has snow, which is both a blessing and a curse. Autumn has raking leaves. Summer has storms. They all suck. Spring is the only acceptable option.
I can't say much because sometimes weather for me would turn into the first episode of the first ever Digimon show. I'm not even kidding.
Also, what in the freaking heck is that thing?
It is Gooblet. I cannot hurt it. Ow!
Clearly, it's huge and it's bulky.
Oh god, you're stuck.
Thank God. Oh, hey there, big fella. Or lady.
You don't judge.
But yeah, like I was saying, 1 year for like a whole hecking month, it was snowing during the summer. I was half expecting a digital portal opening up somewhere.
If one had, that would have been the best day ever.
Oh, trust me, I know. I was actually waiting for it. Is it wrong to say I'd rather deal with the digital world than the real world at this point?
Nope.
Unfortunately, no. Because I've had that same thought.
Real world sucks.
Real world sucks. Give me digital adventure in a digital land.
Unfortunately, like, the digital world is just that much simpler, and by that token, at least you know what you're dealing with.
It's also like twice as dangerous.
But at the very least, you will know how to deal with that danger, and it just becomes mundane.
True. Also, personally, the version of the digital world I would love to go to is the one from Frontiers.
Oh yeah, with the trains and everything.
Excuse me?
So, Digimon Frontier, otherwise known as Season 4, its whole shtick was that one of its recurring themes was railroads, as the Digimon called Trailmon, who are all different kinds of trains, they run these tracks everywhere. So occasionally you just see the main cast riding a Trailmon from one place to another, and it's actually kind of relaxing.
Yeah. Bruh. I'm curious. Is there a Digimon Frontier Shindan Maker?
All I can say is I know which spirit I'd be running around with.
Oh, what?
I'd get the Spirits of Darkness because, one, Mekumon are basically already associated with darkness in the first place. Thank you, Try. And second off, lions. A cat with a mane turns into a bigger cat with a mane.
So leaping can be
Yes.
the best part of your day. I always start thinking this is the best.
Like, I'm not even kidding when I say this was part of why one of my original concepts for Felix's, like, Common Rider Felix's true mega form was just Ancient Sphinxmon.
I start brushing my teeth. Get every single part of your mouth covered and scrub the Worcestershire sauce deep.
Apparently, in this Shindan Maker, you got the Earth element.
Earth elements. So I'm a freaking Grumblemon?
Ancient Volcanomon, apparently.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Let's see, what do I get? Please be fired. Please be fired.
Funny enough, my original favorite spirit hits from that show were the ones from, like, the light line. Bubamon, Kendo Garurumon, and so on. I loved those guys. So, of course, when I got my first and only Digivice toy at the time, it was just the white and blue light one.
Huh.
And if I had the monies to get at the super complete whatever version, I'd be springing for the light one again. Only in this case, it would have been blue and black. Because the color scheme I wanted is not available.
Fair enough. So, apparently I got darkness.
You son of a goat.
Shot.
I got Ancient Sphinxmon.
Yeah, continuing to reject reality and substitute my own.
Alright, there, it's your turn. Ancient Kazemon, Warrior of Wind.
He got one of the only two girls in the group.
Bears, is there something you want to tell us?
I got nothing.
Okay. I'll give everyone a different. I'll give everyone. What was that word you used earlier, Bear? Mulligan.
Mulligan.
Everyone gets a mulligan.
I
You're
don't-
all going.
I don't care what I don't care what I actually get from this. I know what I'm springing for.
Fair enough. One space over.
I am curious to see the results I get, though.
Hold on, back in a minute.
Alright, I got the diamond key.
So, when it came to using the Dagger L. I even had a dedicated striker pack in mind.
Okay.
See, when Felix in this universe, the Gunpla one, ends up grabbing a Dagger L just to continue the lineage, I can see people going, wait. Okay, so this one's got better performance, I'll give you that. It's got an additional beam saber, it's got the rocket-propelled knives, okay, fine. But this one's still battery-powered. And it's not all that much improved over the previous one. You're basically walking into the same trap, my guy. So, how would you deal with it? With a little space magic. Let me show you a little something. A couple boxes of Gundam 00 kits and some random build booster packs that just had like, you know, new weapons, adapters, and so on. We have the GN Striker.
You know what sucks?
What?
Right about now, I can't even play Muse Dash because the music is actually giving me a headache.
Oh man.
Oof.
I'm very sensitive to sounds now.
That fucking
I'm
sucks.
sorry, dude.
I was trying to do a song while listening to y'all and it was starting to give me a small headache. Then I tried.
Are you sure it was the song and not us talking?
No. I'm not.
If it was us talking, we're sorry.
So basically, imagine taking a Gundam, like, you know the Gundam, the 00 Gundam without the O-Riser or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like the stock 00 Gundam? Imagine taking its backpack and thus GN drive and turning that into a striker pack to slap onto the Dagger L. There's no additional weapons that came with it, but now you've got the power supply solved.
Oh hey, Megamon, you got darkness.
Gotta make sure I have my earplugs in.
It finally realized the truth. That I didn't want any other Digivolution line than the Spirits of Darkness for this one. Because, again, lions.
Right there.
No, I like lions. I like the Spirits of Darkness. That's the thing. That's what I wanted. I just didn't want anything else but them.
Fair enough.
I might have accepted light. I might have accepted light.
Might have.
Because, I mean, that used to be my favorite family of, you know, legendary warrior spirits from the show back when it was still airing on Jetix and the like.
Yeah, who remembers Jetix?
I do.
I do.
Yup. I didn't have Toon Disney, so I had to watch it on ABC Family when it was still doing that.
I am that old that I remember JetX.
Are you old enough to remember?
I am that old that I still remember Fox Kids.
Same.
Okay.
What were you saying, Charlie?
Are you old enough to remember Oban Star Racers?
Yes!
Yes.
Are you mad that they didn't give us a second season?
Yes!
Yes.
That intro and the intro and outro of that fucking thing. Oh my god.
I also remember Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. As goofy as that title is, the
It
show
was a damn
actually
good
not that
show.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, that show was effectively like my introduction both to the wider world of tokusatsu and to classic mech anime in one swoop.
As long as you're not trying to remember Kappa Mikey.
Yo.
Lunatics Unleashed. That's all I'm saying.
I remember that, and I don't want to remember that.
What? It was a good show.
Was it?
It
Was
would
it
have been
really?
better if it wasn't trying to be a rebrand of Looney Tunes, is all I'm saying.
Kappa Mikey.
No, we were talking about lunatics.
Kappa Mikey,
Oh, Lunatics.
But Kappa Mikey,
oh, I
I-
remember Lunatics, yeah.
yeah, Kappa Mikey, I remember seeing advertisements for, but never really watched.
I watched a
You're
lot of
blessed.
it.
You're blessed that you did see that monstrosity of a show.
Wasn't that
I
bad.
think I watched a few episodes.
I am
The
almost.
chuckles
I did
out of
watch
it,
some
but-
reviews. I did later watch reviews of the show out of curiosity, so I'm at least aware of the concept of the show, which is interesting. Issue was the animation they had just could not pull off what they wanted to do.
Yeah. That's why almost everybody had different styles of animation.
Like, the idea for Kappa Mikey is that effectively a Western cartoon character gets a job working in an anime. And that's effectively your setup.
True,
Yep.
and the girl that he liked didn't like him, but the girl that he didn't like liked him.
Standard fare with that kind of a story.
Their personalities were also like mirror opposites of each other when it came like on and off the show.
It's a case of the concept could really have worked if they just had a bigger budget and more time to work with it. And also the proper tools. So, not a bad idea, just bad execution.
Okay, let's see what I got. Oh, hell yeah. Ancient Greymon, Warrior of Flame.
Who's that for?
Me.
Watch
And
Bear either get Ancient Garurumon or something wacky.
Watch me get the snow bear.
I misspelled that. Oops. Bear, I'm sorry.
What did I get?
Ancient Mermaid Mon?
The other girl spirit.
I think this Shindan maker is trying to tell you something.
I think it's just trying to make fun of him.
Want me to give you another one, Bear? Another
Yes.
mulligan?
Another mulligan.
Okay. Ancient Wisemon, Warrior of Steel.
I'll take it.
Somehow my brain called that. I'm like, watch it be the steel one.
I will fucking take it. I don't care. I don't care if he was a creep. I'll take it.
I mean, hey.
Because it was an actual guy.
I mean, hey. Look at the bright side. He was voiced by Knockout from Transformers Prime,
Yeah.
using basically the same voice, just speaking in like faux olden English.
Also, that voice actor doesn't he also voice Timmy's dad?
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
Wait,
Also Cosmo.
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, Timmy's dad and Cosmo shared a voice actor.
Wow.
Yep, here come the snippers. Oh yeah.
Hello, Big Chompy. Goodbye, Big Chompy.
Like, what got me was his who voiced Mr. Crocker. He voiced Rocco on Rocco's Modern Life.
Holy shit!
I've seen that name on TV. I never actually watched an episode.
Also, I believe he voiced Laszlo in Camp Laszlo.
Camp Laszlo. Wasn't that the one where they were all like jungle animals?
No.
Going to summer camp, yes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
On Cartoon Network.
yeah, I guess they were. I guess the majority of them were
Elephants and
jungle
everything else,
animals.
yeah.
Laszlo himself was a Brazilian spider monkey. They wanted to give him a Brazilian accent, but Cartoon Network mandated only one character gets the funny accent. So they gave it to Raj.
Yep, Raj, the elephant.
But yeah, like, I still remember, like, going by, like, here's how old I am. It's a little foggy. It's not complete. It's like broken fogged glass. But, like, I remember when Fox Kids still did, like, weekday shows where they had to do freaking educational content. I caught the Magic School Bus that way more than once.
I'm about to catch a train.
Alright, so here is the puzzle I have to do. Our friends feel a lot of feelings. Junebug had a good day. Norman had a bad day. Liliana found a big mouse. George got cut off in traffic. So we gotta put the felt masks on the corresponding puppet. Or statue, rather.
Yeah.
And Junebug gets the happy mask. Now I just gotta find the shocked mask. It's somewhere.
Watch it be in a place that's super obvious.
Watch it fucking be in the CEO's office.
I learned my numbers when I was a kid. Here, let me show you how. Oh!
Hang on a sec.
When you go to the park, bring some food for all the wild animals. For birds, you can bring your all friendly. Oh!
Is that goofy?
No, not quite.
Sounds like it does.
These are the hydraulics for the elevator. Where's the fluid tank?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So what I was describing with the Dagger L there, where this version of Kazuto was trying to argue, well, there's plenty of mass-produced Gundams out there. I'm sure there's even one from like the show you're trying to come from. Yeah. Problem is, the only mass-produced Gundam to fit that description, the Impulse, two of its three options in high-grade 1144 are P Bandai. Those backpacks get destroyed, I'm screwed. And even then, still battery powered.
Dang.
Okay, then what about these models of gyms from the Universal Century? Well, no, we've already got the UC covered. What are you talking about? I mean, that's Bear's shtick, right? We can have multiple people with model kits from the same timeline. Come on. Through much arguing and many attempts to convince for like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about the other? Eventually, they settled on the Dagger L with a special striker pack specifically meant for well, taking care of that power problem. Hence, utilizing a Gundam 00 backpack, hence adapter pieces to make a striker pack out of it. And honestly, it worked. The GN drives on the pack were just continually flooding power into the battery about as fast as the battery itself drained, so it reached an equilibrium.
Well, this isn't concerning at all.
And thus, we get the second arc. And it turns out, the Dagger L, being a mass retail kit, was significantly easier to repair.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Over time, each teammate for whatever this team is going to be called ends up getting their gun club broken and upgraded in order to keep up. and just generally being themselves and doing things quote unquote in character, they earned enough points to reach the final stage area. And by that point, we have our team's, at that time, final forms. In Felix's case, he traded up from a Dagger L to a Wyndham, so it's a pseudo Gundam. He's almost there. And everybody else has straight up Gundams. And it turns out, when they get to the final area, they're not the only team to make it there. Which inevitably means the teams that made it will have to end up fighting each other to make it to the final boss.
Hey, they.
As only one team can truly advance to the final stage.
Right. Alright, so I'm going to call it here for today.
Okay. You had enough spookiness?
I had enough Muppets trying to kill me. Yes, thank you.
I don't blame you.
Alrighty. I will figure out what we're playing tomorrow. But, thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
Meikumon.
Taro.
And we were joined by Trolley.
Yo, yo.
Wish me luck, people. I'm going to be at my interview tomorrow by the time the stream goes up.
Yep.
Wish you the best of luck, man.
So, until next time, thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next stream. Alright?
Peace.
You stole my line!